What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Yeah, yeah. I just got through listening to it too, man. It's crazy. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat. Okay. Now, I need y'all to do me a favor. Put a two in the chat if you just was tuned in to R.Kelly's second circuit court appeal. Put a two in the chat if you listen to the whole thing. And on this live, I'm a open the lines up for people to call in. I got my other phone, so y'all can call in. We're gonna talk about this today. And I want you all opinion about the whole thing. You know, I sat in and I listened, and it sounds like it's in R. Kelly favor. That's just my opinion. But you know how how sometimes the government be. But to me, my opinion, it sounded like it was in his favor. They talked about the herpes and all that, and I'm gonna give it up to Miss Bonjean because when the when the when the lady was talking, I guess when the judge was talking, and she asked the question, she said, "Well, so she was the only one, so he was the only one she was having sex with," and they said, "Yeah." How can the fuck you prove you only just been the only person having sex with one motherfucker? Come on, man. I be like, these people is like, you know, and listening to the state trying to make a case, right? The lady, all she kept referring to is what they did in the jury and what the government did and how they proved this and how they proved that. And they proved this in the court and they did this in the court and they found them guilty in the court. And this is what they said in the court. And this is this and this is this. And basically she was trying to say whatever the government whatever the government theory was, they was right. Whatever the jury said, they was right. Whatever the victim said, they was right. Whatever they testified, they was right. That's the only thing that the fucking lady, the state's attorney lady, or whoever the fuck she was, wanted them people to believe just because they said he was guilty. It's basically she was trying to say, just they said he guilty, he guilty. That's just all in a nutshell. Let's just keep it real. All she kept referring to what was testified, what was said, this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other, that, and the other. Basically, she was just saying, because they found him guilty, he's fucking guilty. Wasn't no flaws. But what I like about the judges, they was asking questions and even asking they, would you agree pertaining to, I guess, the RICO Act, whatever the case is, she disagreed. So I guess she got his own theory too about what a RICO Act is and all that and all that. And then they try to say, oh, well, he had a pattern. He used his name and his brand to recruit women and woo 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 woo, you know, to promote his music. R.Kelly been had music. He ain't got to use his music to promote. The man was. How you go use your music to promote your brand when your brand was already a brand when you first came out? I mean, like, make this shit make sense. Like, and then the crazy part is he had these people do all this shit and ain't none of them getting no charges. None of them. He had all these people recruit these women, and he don't even want got charged. Wow. So he can't. So basically, he can't get no head. He can't get no pussy. He can't get no pussy in Cali. He can't get no pussy in Miami. He can't get no pussy in Florida. He can't get no pussy nowhere without them trying to call. And let me tell you to show you that I was listening, right? When we talk about this forced labor type of shit, right? I did like what the judge was saying when we was talking about the forced labor. If it was forced labor and he was forcing women to do stuff and telling people, why no one didn't make it a state case, which was Bonjean's whole argument. If it was forced labor and if it was rape, why wasn't it a rape charge being on this man? And I listened to the government when they said, oh, well, if he didn't do this, they wouldn't get no money. I'm like, huh, bitch? So if they didn't do what he asked them, they wouldn't get no money, or they would get cussed out, or. But if that's the case, like Bonjean was saying, if this was all a criminal enterprise, all a criminal thing, then why was he being charged on the state level? This is what I'm saying, and I don't know if people just think I'm slow. I don't think I'm slow. In order to get to a government status, you got to show a pattern of cases and instances of what a person is doing. Let me make an example. Police reports, 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 police reports. No police reports that this man raped them. No police reports saying he forced them. No police reports saying that a crime has been committed, what everybody was claiming. They just took this all straight to the government. Straight to the fucking government level. Right? Now, my thing is, I'm glad the judge allowed Ms. Bonjean to speak again. And like she said, if he forced labeled these women or whatever the case they say may be, or whatever it is, then why wasn't no charges being brought on the state level? Because they tried to compound all this as one to get a conviction. It was personal. It's personal. He said this is not a RICO act. This is a Kelly's act. It's not a RICO act. It's a Kelly's act. And all of them played a part. And then my thing is this here. If the man gave you herpes, right? Right? As y'all say. If the man gave you herpes, and when you realize he gave you herpes, did you stop fucking him? I think that should have raised the question too. Like, I mean, if they found out he gave him herpes, did you stop fucking him or did you still fuck him? Or how many times did you fuck them after you found out you had herpes? How many times? Okay, y'all say Y'all know he gave him herpes and this, that, and the other and all that. How many times did you fuck him after you realized you got herpes? How many times you fucked him before they indicted him with the government? Before all this surviving R.Kelly? How many times you was fucking R.Kelly when you realized he had herpes, and how long you was with him while he had herpes? See, these are things that people don't seem to think of when they say, oh, I found out he gave me herpes and woo, woo, woo. How long was you with him after that? Yeah, I listen. Now, y'all get a pen and a paper. Because I'm finna bust the lines open for the ones that's in the chat, that's listening to live or whatever. I want you to call in and voice your opinion on what you heard and let the other people hear how you feel. So the number is 312-217-5756. Let's talk about this, y'all. I heard everything. I truly think Bonjean did a great job without them trying to tear her down and try to present to her what a RICO Act is. First of all, they just used them people. The one none of them charged. Yeah. All right, somebody put the number in the chat. 312-217-5756. I got the line. Let me see. Is this phone working? Somebody call in. If you heard the whole entire argument, I want to know what you think. I want to know what you got to say. I want to know, did you think Ms. Bonjean did a good job or a bad job or okay job? Or you think it's gonna favor R. Kelly or not? Just to open up discussion right now. You know what I'm saying? So call in and put you on speaker, and we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, anybody, just call in. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, like, the government was trying their best. They just kept saying, well, according to the documents and according to the witnesses, and according to the government, and they act like they don't even know. And look, they act like they don't even know what's going on. They just going according to documents. They ain't not. It ain't like they was there. They just going off. They found him guilty, so he should be guilty. That's basically what the government was saying. And they had this evidence, and they proved this, and they said this, and they said this, and they said this. Listen to the shit. Yeah, the judge asked, she was only having sex with R.Kelly. Like, yeah, and talk about they proved that she was only having sex with R.Kelly. How could you prove you was only having sex? How could you prove that this person was a virgin? Stop it. We got to call in. Hold on, caller.
All right.
What's going on, caller? You was on my live. Anything you say, if it ain't the right thing, I will end this call. No, just play. Welcome to
No, you good, man. Yeah, I think Jennifer Bonjean did good. It's just an argument. It's the same thing that was going on from the very beginning. Like, and of course, they're gonna try to. These people are all in cahoots, but one thing they can't avoid is these transcripts. They got to go through those transcripts, so it ain't over yet. Like, it's an argument. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna be some back and forth. It's not over with. I think Bonjean did real good, man. Like, he did good. Once it goes to the Supreme Court, and I think it's gonna go to the Supreme Court. Um, Once that goes through, they can't avoid all of those things that's in those transcripts. They just cannot do it. You know what I'm saying? Then the Supreme Court wouldn't be doing their job. They wouldn't be doing their job if that's the case. So I think it's gonna be all right, man. It's just a regular argument. This is what's been going on, and we already know how these people work. But the Supreme Court gonna handle business. So
all right, let me ask you a question, right? So
yeah.
from the Supreme, from this Second Circuit Court, where does it go from here?
We just gotta wait and see. But
So
I think they're gonna.
now my question should be: do the Second Circuit Court? Because I don't know how it go. Do we got to go to another level, or could the Second Circuit Court make a decision for us being free? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, the Circuit Court, yeah, they can make a decision. The Second Circuit Court can make a decision, and I think that's probably what's going to happen because they see all of the BS. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
now,
so we just gotta just wait. But in my opinion, I think he's going to come out okay. I mean, it's just too many violations, and they, like you said, they don't even know what's going on. These people that today, they don't know. You know, they just going off of what what the prosecution and the government
and the witnesses, right, and what they were saying, and that's so if let me ask you this question, and I'm gonna let you continue. So if the Second Circuit Court don't allow him to be free, he got to go to the Supreme.
Yep.
So we praying for a victory for the Second Court to just set him free.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't think it's gonna go too far. They spending all of this money on all of this BS when they like I said, they got the transcripts. They see the BS. You know what I'm saying? They even choked the prosecutor up too. She got choked up too. So I think Jennifer Bonjean did good, man. I think it's gonna be a good outcome. I just don't see them ignoring all of this BS and all of these laws and all of this stuff. This man was violated on so many different levels. So, yeah, I don't think I think he's gonna come out okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, when you say for the people that might not have heard it and you heard it, tell the people that's listening where they choked up the prosecution.
Oh man, the whole thing. I think she got choked up. She did. I think the prosecution did okay from the very beginning when they was talking about when she was. Well, I don't think she did good with any of it really because it was all BS. You know what I'm saying? It was all BS. It sounded good, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
She didn't have any facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was studying.
Yeah, there was no facts. The whole thing, there was no facts at all. Like for everything that she was coming up with, there was just no facts at all, man. The whole case is garbage. Like really. You know what I'm saying? These people just railroaded him and they just did a lot of bogus things. You know what I'm saying? There's been violation after violation. The GP, what do they call it? From the people that got his information when he was locked up, the DOP or whatever.
The DOP, yeah.
I mean, everything in this case is just, you can't convict somebody and give somebody 30 years with all of these violations and all of this stuff that's going on, you know?
Yeah.
It's clearly the parents was involved. I mean, it's just a lot there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to unpack. So
yeah.
If they had a clear-cut case, we wouldn't even be in this position right now. Like, it'd be over with, completely over with. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's gonna be fine, man. I don't think it's gonna go to the Supreme Court. I think it's gonna get a ruling before the Supreme Court.
I hope so. Now let me ask you this one last question, right? Now, when Bonjean was making her argument, and she mentioned Weinstein or something. Who she mentioned one of them person, and the judge say they got 150 years or something.
I forgot the name. I heard that though.
Who did she mention, y'all, in the chat?
I can't remember his name, but I did hear that.
And the judge said, "Well, that person got 150 years or some shit."
Yeah, but they did the same thing.
Who did she mention? Oh, Madoff. He mentioned Madoff.
Oh, Madoff. Okay.
Yeah, she mentioned.
And what Jennifer was coming across when what she was trying to say with that is shit. They did him dirty too. Like they crossed the line there. I mean, they've always been doing this. This ain't nothing new. They've always been doing it. It's just Jennifer is the one that's actually enforcing that everything be done the correct way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what she's up against. She's got a battle right there, but I think she's gonna do fine. I think
Thank
she's
you,
gonna do
Nettie.
good.
Nettie said, but they didn't get a RICO, but he got a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay,
ain't
I
got
get
no
it.
RICO, man.
Yeah, because some things I don't understand. I just listen to y'all and ask questions. And thank you again, brother, for calling in. I appreciate you, man.
Oh, no problem. Have a good one, man.
All right, you too, brother.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, the lines is open, man. Anybody want to call in, man, and get their opinions and want to talk about this case, the number on the screen, 312-217-5756. Pull your heart out. Show your love, your support, what you feel about what's been going on, even about this man, just period. Ain't so much just about the second court. It's just everything that you've been following, from 4 years ago, 5 years ago with this case. It's just, if you watch the trial, even the trial, I mean, we all saw the trial and, yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Call in, man. Certain course of appeal, man. I heard. Yeah, I think he gonna get some. Uh, you know, when you know what's right and when you know what's wrong, and you won't done what's right, need to be done what's right, it just seems like it just goes wrong. Let me say it again. When you know what's right and when you know what's wrong, you want the right to prevail because it was wrong. But sometimes the right don't get the right. It just still goes wrong. What you say, Juicy? That's why California did not bring a charge, because there was no proof that they had sex in California, and there was no proof that the contracted herpes, that she contracted herpes in California. The one judge asking, so do you saying the jury was wrong? Yeah. We would say hello. Yeah, Bonjane got them shook. Yeah. Man, I listen, man. I mean, like, man, that's free R.Kelly, man. That's all I can say, man. Free R.Kelly, That man deserved to have his freedom, man. I love what she said. She said they calling this a RICO act. This is a Kelly act. Man, she said it's a Kelly act. All of us hating on how the man acted, man. And then what's so crazy, y'all? She made a whole lot of sense, like about the rape stuff and the forced labor. She said, well, it was the forced labor and all this, it really should have been raised to a state case. If that's the case, if y'all trying to say forced labor, nobody filed no police reports, no rape kits, none of the stuff they say, nobody go to the police. And if he had, and to me, I just feel like this: if he had all these people do all these things, the runners and all these other people do all these things, then why would they continue to do them? You see somebody calling in. Hold on one second, caller. Hold on, caller. Why would they continue to do it and only wait until the government get him, and now all of a sudden y'all want to take the stand and say this, that, and the other? It don't make no sense. Then we got the BOP out now, you know what I'm saying? So man, this I'm just praying that, man, he finally get this justice he deserved, man. And that the judge is not biased and against R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying, for whatever's been going on in the media and all the things they've been saying about him, and that they really going by the law, you know. And I heard that judge, if the sermon is correct, called, I heard the judge say, what forms of RICO, saying an individual can keep having the same pattern over and over and over again. But if it's just that one person, where's the rest of the people that was doing it? Because if you ask me, they try to mention Cheryl Mack. And oh, I did like this one before I let this caller get in. I did like when the fact that Bonjean did say, so if it was a RICO act and everybody he had the enterprise do all this, how is this a RICO and had all these people doing these things? Cheryl Mack said when she saw that R.Kelly was doing the bullshit, illegal bullshit, whatever, she quit. So that means she didn't condone what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of glad she pointed that out as well. But Carla, you on the phone, man. You into the live. Don't speak your mind. You got to get on the clone. You got to get on the phone. We can't hear you.
I think it's that I don't like how they really wasn't letting her talk, but they let the defense talk for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
But she made some good points. You know, it's gonna be horrible. The prosecutor they tried. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just get a little louder. Whatever you got in the background, cut that off.
Okay. But the judge, they were asking a lot of questions, especially to the prosecutor, so they threw her off a little bit. But I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one though. She like she said, she wasn't on the case early on.
Right.
So had she been on the case early on, then I think that she would have gave them a run for their money.
Yeah.
But it's gonna have to go to Supreme because some of those judges in there, they seem like they was just, you know what I'm saying? They was on whatever. To me, it just wasn't looking good with some of those judges. A couple of them wasn't buying it, you know. So it may work out for him. I don't know, but she gonna have a hell of a fight on her hands because you know how they are. It's a bunch of politics and money to me from the way I'm seeing it. But I didn't really. She did a good job, but I didn't like how they really wasn't letting her talk. Like, you know, she deserved to talk, like the prosecution did.
Yeah, they gave the prosecutor too much time.
Yeah, almost 15, 20 minutes, I think. But she pointed out a lot of good pointers. She pointed out about the age and stuff like that. So what I did like was how they was trying to make it seem like, okay, so in other words, you trying to say you trying to say that he didn't know that they were underage or like he knew. He didn't know. And like they say, some of the women look young. They look young, but they're not young. That's just his preference. So you can't penalize them for that, you know? But they also need to look at when they look at their paperwork, how the woman was up there lying about their ages. You know what I'm saying? That was a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
They were lying. They were doing a bunch of lies. I hope that, you know, they see they're going to see it, but just hope that they just make the right decision. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me ask you this, caller. So I'm gonna ask you like I asked the last caller. And shout out to the last caller. I ain't get your name and don't need it, but I appreciate you for calling in. But let me ask you this, caller. So the second circuit court can decide to drop let him go from this, right? Correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. Oh man, it was a question I meant to ask. I'm thinking. I'm all off. It was a question I wanted to ask you. Y'all excuse me, because I had the question. It's something about the Second Circuit Court. It was something that you said that made me want to respond to what you said when you say the judge was listening and he said something to the prosecutor, and the prosecutor said something, but it wasn't in the favor of what the judge was saying. I think it was the male judge that had said something.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of questions.
Yeah, he was asking her.
Yeah, I don't really think he was buying. He's buying. It's him and another one. It's another lady. that was talking. It was talking. I don't think they buy it. You know, one of them is, but the couple of the other ones, I don't think they buy it. So, but you got to, like I say, it's money and politics in this city.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. The one I was talking about, the one I'm talking about is when they was talking about the age of 17. I think she said it wasn't like it was, they were saying the girls was 13, 14 or something, whatever she was saying about the age. I think Bonjean said the girls was 17, and they said, and in the state of Illinois, it's legal that they could be 17 years old or whatever the case may be. But the crazy part that I don't get about all this shit was consensual. All this shit was just personal hatred and grudges towards R.Kelly. That's all it really is. Yeah. Let me see. I thought somebody had called in. Yeah. And I think she said it's about to be a whole lot of Ricos or something. She did say that. Did she say? I think she did say it's about to be. If that's the case, it's about to be a whole lot of Ricos. Yeah. Yeah. She said it's about to be a whole lot of Ricos. In other words, she was saying, y'all basically saying a man can't have a private life. That's just basically what she's saying. Man can't get no head. He can't get no sex. He can't get none of that. Damn. Younger girls dating older men. And not era. So, oh shit. I'm calling somebody. Hold on. I'm not never gonna agree with shit like that. No, repeat that last part. And you said in our age. In our era, younger girls dated older men. They went out for the men that had some money, the dope dealers or whatever. In R.Kelly case, he's a singer, he's a celebrity. Right. You understand? But that was his era. So I'm not saying that it's okay to have consensual sex with a child, but when you 15, 16, 17 years old, you know what the hell you doing. Yeah. Stop playing. Stop playing these guys and saying this man molested you. No, y'all knew it. If you from Chicago, you went to these concerts, your fast ass got in them concerts, and all his concerts, it said you got to be 21 and up. So you went up in that line. You dress like a grown woman. Right. Stop playing these games. And that's pretty much what she got it. But like she said, those were not children. They were grown women. They look young, but they're not children. Right. So they got kids nowadays, 35 days, they look older than us. Hey, and believe it or not, it still ain't changed. They still doing it right now today. Yeah. If you pay attention to it. Yeah, they doing it right now today. Let me see, I got a missed call somewhere. I don't think they did too much of a good job. It's the fact that I don't think that I did not like that they allowed the prosecutor to speak more to Jennifer. Right. All this interrupting that they were doing when they were Jennifer's time to speak. But other than that, you know, it was cool. It was better than the last one. Okay. So I'm gonna let the next person call. All right, I appreciate you calling. Okay, bye. Yeah, you want to give your opinion on the day of what you heard, call in. Right now, the line is open. I don't know if somebody tried to call in. Yeah. If you just called in, I don't know if I missed your call. I missed your call. Can't call in while somebody on the phone. You can call in right now. You can call in right now. Your opinion on today's Second Circuit Court. 312-217-5756. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the lines open for like 2 more minutes, y'all. If not, I'm just gonna close out and say a few words, and then I'm gonna enjoy this day off, man. This is my Friday and Saturday off. I like to do it to where I don't do nothing but chill the fuck out. All the bills paid. Yeah, made some money. Oh, I got some great things still to come. Oh man. Yeah, somebody calling in. Let me see. Hello, caller. Hey, what's up, Natty? You got some babies in the background. I think the baby said free R.Kelly. I think the baby was saying free R.Kelly. Yeah. We're gonna let her call back in if I'm still live. Let her get that situated. Yeah, but it's crazy, man. I just, you know, I don't, when they come to this R. Kelly stuff, man, I don't even get to the point to even want to get my hopes up high. You know what I'm saying? Because for these last 4 to 5 years, man, us, you know, going through the trial and going through all these motions, thinking the judge go granting these motions, they just let us down each time. So I'm not gonna say nothing. Oh God, just do what he go do and let it be done. Hello? Okay, yeah, that's no problem. Go ahead. But anyway. Go ahead. Ned. Hello? Ned. There's something wrong with her phone. Hello? Yeah, go ahead. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I'm here. Ned. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
So that's all I had to say. There are plenty men out there. They just haven't came forward. They ain't give up the names. The government paid them to be quiet.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But like I said, we just got to just keep praying, man. The government just railroad this man from motions, bonds, everything they could possibly get, and we thought we really had something in our favor. You know how many times we listened on these calls with R.Kelly, and and it sounded good for him. Then you come back, it's something else. So I don't want to say too much. I just hope just God really take control of this whole situation and just make it right himself. You know what I mean? We can get our hopes up all we want. And I'm not wishing no ill feels on no decision. I just pray that God really, really, really move in his favor. And then that's how I'm gonna put it. And with that being said, I need about 10 people in the chat. They got love for R. Kelly. To put in the chat, free R. Kelly. And I'm gonna get off this live. Let me get them free kills in the chat real quick before I get off this live. Some free kills up. Put them up, y'all. Yeah. So with that being said, man, I'm finna enjoy my day off. I'm about to figure out what I'm finna do today. I don't know. It's nice outside. Let me see what to do. Hey Google, what's the weather today in Houston?
It's 61 degrees and partly cloudy in Houston.
Oh, you know what I said I was gonna do? I wanted to go skydiving. Let me look for that. I'm gonna try that. I think I'm gonna try that indoor skydiving. That's something I said I wanted to do. See what can I. Yeah. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. It's good seeing you all, man. Until the next time, y'all, man, keep God first and do the things you can, the things you can't. Let God do the rest. And I'll talk to y'all later, man. She said, appeals court review decisions by the lower court and make sure law applied correctly. Thank you. Exactly. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later.